This is the ProTube ProVolver. It's a VR haptic gun controller accessory for the Quest and other PC VR headsets. It's the sibling of the MagTube and the ForceTube, which are much beloved by the Pavlov, Onward, and Contractors player communities. I purchased the ForceTube last year, and as I'm not a player of any of those games, I didn't really find a place for its use, and therefore didn't feel comfortable reviewing it whatsoever. I'd hoped to one day review a similar revolver version of the accessory, and I had such a chance recently with the release of the ProVolver for the Quest. And as usual, I like to include more voices in a review if possible, so I asked these two fellows to help me out.
Hi, my name's Dave, and I'm Greg's neighbor.
Make sure you do your research before you buy a home, because I'm Greg's neighbor. Okay. Ooh, it's kind of heavy. It's actually got a nice kind of gun weight to it, I've got to say. It is a little weighty. I'd have to try it in a game and be absolutely sure about that, but...
All right, so tell me your first thoughts.
Okay. Definitely feels heavy. Very forward heavy. It's not too bad. It doesn't feel bad right now, but it would be nice if it was like more weighted in the back too.
I guess my pre-thought would be it's probably going to make the game worse.
Okay.
It might be a help, especially if you're holding it with two hands.
You never know. It might make it more realistic. I think you also want to kind of, support it underneath. But then if you had two of them, that would be a problem.
Single hand, probably. I don't know.
Looks pretty solid. Those look pretty solid. Oh, is it 3D printed? It's nice. Actually, it's very good. Yeah. Oh, I can see now. Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. Looks pretty nice. It looks like metal when you hand it to me, but I can definitely feel it's plastic, so it looks pretty good in terms of quality. Seems really solid.
So go ahead and take off the clips there. And they turn up the hinge, and the other one does the opposite.
I got you.
Break it sideways.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it feels pretty good. Yeah, I mean it's pretty solid. That is very cool. It doesn't flex. It doesn't look as if it's going to break.
Yep.
I mean,
feels like it's going to wear over time, and it's going to eventually need replaced. Maybe certain aspects of it maybe not 3D printed. Like maybe these hinges right here. This is like metal where it like locks in. That might improve the quality.
Looks like my arm might get tired, but we'll see about that.
I don't know if single-handed might be a little too much. Just because it's just not weighted right, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, let's find out. All right, so let's get you into something.
Let's try it out.
All right.
Ooh. Every now and again it'll do like a double kickback. It's kind of annoying. Ooh. Damn it. When you smack somebody with the pistol whip, the whole thing rattles in your hand. Whew!
I think this might be easier one-handed. Feels pretty good. I noticed it's like sometimes hitting 2 extra hits. It's actually, I think it's easier to hold it with one hand. I noticed my hand's starting to get a little tired. I like the feedback. Oh. Yeah, my wrist is getting tired in my hand, like my finger. Sometimes it fires 2 shots when I only pull the trigger once. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that's definitely tiring.
Grief. I wonder what the hell that was then. Like, what did I press? What does this hand do? Nothing. It is better than the last game. Definitely feels like it's responding. You know, when you shoot it, it feels heavier than an actual gun, I've got to say. Ooh. I think it does help the game, actually. I think I kind of like it on this game. It's a bit loud. Cool. Oh, I've got a bigger gun now. Yeah, that's kind of weird. You kind of want to have this thing more connected, I guess. I now got the... I'm not sure what this one is, but it's like an automatic pistol. And it feels like it weighs as much as it should. I kind of like it. What the hell's going on here? No, he's not. I killed him.
Definitely feeling my hands getting tired from playing. Yeah, I like this one better than pistol whip. I noticed that when you push the button, it's actually firing the shots correctly. Yeah, I do wish the vibration was less because it's really loud. Ooh, new gun. Oh, that's cool. So when I'm holding with two hands for a larger gun, it's harder holding the other controller. It's kind of, it's not really resting right. But one hand is good.
Is this too much?
Should I gaze into Dave's eyes?
Is this too much light on you?
I like parts of it, definitely. I like the fact that when you're in the second game, where you're shooting all the guys, it seemed like it definitely was more aligned when you were firing. It didn't have some of the false shots. I didn't like the weight of the gun, or if you're trying to play in like a two-handed mode with like a shotgun, and you have another controller in your left hand, you can kind of you're hitting the bottom of the controller, so it didn't have a real good natural feel. And it felt like it was a little weighty in the front, so like the inside where my thumb is and my index finger would start to get exhausted after a while and tired. So if I was playing for a long time, I would probably want to take breaks more frequently than just using the regular controller.
In the second game, it definitely reacted better. You could feel it. It really felt much better. But it's nose heavy. When you're holding the bigger guns, it kind of felt right, because it should be more nose heavy because you have that much more
Longer barrel, yeah.
Longer gun that you're holding. But I had more dislikes than I had likes in the first game. In the pistol whip game, it was definitely much more of a distraction. And I think in that game you're supposed to be shooting people to the beat anyway, so maybe that's what it was. It was that recoil was kind of knocking you off the game a little bit. But in the second game, it definitely added something. I didn't like the fact that when I got a second gun though, and I shoot my left gun, the right gun was vibrating and kicking back. That's something that would need to be fixed.
When you have like the shotgun, you're supposed to put your left hand under the barrel for like the support. And when I was doing that, I was kind of hitting like the front of the gun itself. So when it was shooting, the top of the barrel was kind of like hitting my finger because I didn't know where to place my hand properly. So that was kind of, it felt more natural using it just as a handgun versus like a shotgun. But when you're in the handgun mode, like Simon was saying, it felt more weighty in the front, whereas when you're in a shotgun, it kind of felt more balanced. I did like when I was shooting around, feeling that recoil. I didn't like the vibration. If you were able to turn it to like that was at 100%, turn it down to like 10% or 5% or completely off, I think the experience would have been a lot more because you could feel the kickback more instead of the whole thing just shaking all the time.
I mean, in my experience, it felt heavier than a pistol. But then, when you have a shotgun or something, if you're holding it with one hand, which is not normal, but if you are, then because, in your virtual world, you have this barrel sticking out there, the nose heaviness kind of made it feel more real. But as Dave said, when you're trying to grab the other end of it, it's like, it's all over the place. I thought it was kind of cool when it was, when you had the Uzi, it was like, it was kind of neat, but I don't know how long a longer game. I think that heaviness would be one thing that would be a problem, and I think the constant, recoiling of the gun would also be it's realism, but it would take away from being able to play the game for a longer period of time.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice if it had some kind of attachment where you can add some like counterweight to the back of it. Maybe you can rotate it or something that pushed the weight a little further back. I think that's really the problem with it, with holding it with one hand.
I'd say that's the biggest problem.
That's the biggest problem.
I would say maybe $40.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say probably $50 at the most if it was really weighted better.
Okay.
But I don't know whether I'd pay that for it. I mean, maybe.
Okay. It's $300.
Oh,
Whoa,
no.
then definitely not. Definitely would walk right by that if I saw it was that expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably want to review it and hopefully see if anyone's used it in the past. Well, watch a video or read a review on it.
Yeah.
Just to see how people thought about it.
You can also make a video about it and tell people how you feel about it.
Some people do that, I heard.
Yeah, I think they do. Sometimes, yeah. Well,
I mean, I would say thumbs down with the price and everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Thumbs down.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys. So let me just give you my 2 cents. I really like the ProTube ProVolver an awful lot. I like the build quality. I like what it adds to a game. I like the weight and feel, but I don't like the $300 price tag. And I think for most people, that's probably too much. A quick note, the first game, Pistol Whip, they were using backwards compatibility provided in software by ProTube. Pistol Whip doesn't natively support it, and that's why they were having some difficulties. They would go to shoot once and they would feel the gunfire twice. The second game, Crisis Brigade 2, they had a much better experience because it does provide native support. So again, if you like this device, don't let the $300 throw you off if you have the money, but for most people, I think it's too much. So you can find me here or on Twitter at the links below. Please make sure to subscribe for new content. I sincerely appreciate each and every single one of you. Do me a favor and tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, and let them know how much you love VR, and then tell them to check out King of Nerds right here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next week.